You ready? Here we go. Stream is back. Session 2. 82.5s. Flight C, platform 3. We had a couple missed attempts. Well, we have Colton opening with 275, 2 white lights, 1 red for depth. Colton is from our home gym, Progressive Overload, Dallas. So he better win. Coming up next, we have Michael opening with 307.5. Michael seems like the heavy favorite here with a 777.5 forecasted total. We have a few tracking behind. Jared forecasted at 755 and followed by Connor projected at 740. We'll see how the day plays out. We have Bob going. Actually, that's Michael. I don't know why it says Bob on here. That's Michael going. That's definitely not 62.5 on the bar. That was 307.5, missed on depth. Next we have actually Michael missing his opener, opening the door for the other 82.5s. We will see how that plays out. You can.
Here comes Bob Simpkins on 3. Bob Simpkins on 3. Who's the side referee? Tim Dory?
All right. Now we have Bob taking a 67.5 kilo second attempt. Actually, Bob already went. He got his second. Have a little bit of a delay here. Coming up next, Jeff opening with 142.5, which was successful, jumping to 155.5. Actually, I'm sorry, 155 kilos. Steady walkout for Jeff. Gets the start command, or the squat command rather. Fast into the hole. Gets it. Oh, loses balance at the top. I don't think he got that rack command. Nope. He got 1 white light from the side. So he can contest it if he would like. Antonio taking 222.5 for a second. Antonio has multiple state records and a few American records as well in the deadlift. Oh, okay, it came back.
I restarted it over there.
Oh, okay. All right, and we're back again. We have Connor going for 270 again. He missed it on his opener. A few missed attempts so far. See how he handles this. It's a SWAT command. Depth looks good. Bit of a fight, but he gets it. Let's see. The referees say no lift. 2 reds. Judges are pretty strict this session. So Connor missing his opener in his second with 270. I highly doubt he'll go up. Have Kobe going for 272.5 on his second. He was successful on his opener with 265. So far, we have Colton in the lead with 275. We'll see how Kobe handles this. He gets it. We'll see what the judges say. Was it depth? And the judges say it's a no lift. Another depth call. You see everyone is missing lifts, opening the door for Colton. So far is in the lead. Taking a 15-kilo jump.
Pounds. The lift is good for Bethany. It's Blue Mountain Powerlifting. Here comes Connor Lussey, 270 kilos, almost 600 pounds for Connor. And the lift is good on block round 3. Here comes
All right, we're back. So Connor comes back and hits his third attempt with 270 after missing it on his opener in his second. So he stays in the meet. Next we have Kobe taking a 2.5 kilo jump from his missed second, which I believe was on depth as well. You see quite a bit of missed lifts here. And he gets it. It was right on the money. I don't think he had anything left in him. He gets 3 white lights. So to recap what happened on third attempts, we had Bob hit 72.5 on his third attempt. Jeff missing 163 for a record after missing 155. He went up to 163 and ended up missing that as well. Unfortunately, we have on Antonio going up to 227.5 and missing that as well. And we had Carson come back from 2 missed attempts with 250, and he gets it on his 3rd attempt to stay in the meet. And let's watch Colton real quick before we move on. It's pretty close. Can he get it? He fights through it. Let's see what the judges say. And it's a good lift. 2-1. He comes back and gets it. Good call, retaking that 290. So we had Connor come back from 2 missed attempts with 270, and he ends up getting that 270 in his 3rd attempt to stay in the meet. And like as we saw, Kobe gets that 275 from his missed 272.5, and Colton comes back from a missed 290, which was called for depth. And as you see here, he ends up getting that 290. Now we have Jared going for 305. Pretty fast descent. He gets it. Let's see what the judges say. 3 white lights. Jared is the only, actually we have Bob who went 3 for 3, and Jared is the 2nd person to go 3 for 3 in this flight.
Stable for a few minutes, so I'll be back when it fucks up.
So you see how much ground Jared made up from going 3 for 3, where Michael misses opener. His 2nd was actually called for depth, but it got overturned. So now he goes up 15 kilos to 322.5. So we have Michael in the lead with 307.5, followed by Jared with 305, and Colton in 3rd with 290. Let's see if Michael can extend his lead with this 322.5. Depth looks good. Lost it on strength. A little bit too heavy. Now we're about to start flight B. Flight D. So recap flight C. As you see here, we had Michael opening with 307, the heaviest opener of the whole flight, rather. And he ends up missing on his opener, getting on his 2nd, then missing on his 3rd, only getting 1 out of 3. And you see how Jared opens up with 270, takes a 22.5 kilo jump to 292, and goes to 305 to close that gap between him and Michael from 37.5 kilos on openers to 2.5 kilos by the end of 3rds. Also, looking at the openers for Jared and Michael, their bench and deadlift openers are pretty close. So now that Jared closed that gap, the #1 spot is up for grabs. We had Ted go opening with 165, which was successful. Next we have Robert opening with 190. Love the hair. Steady, slow walkout. 2-step walkout. Slow descent. Let's see what the judges say. And it's 2 reds for depth. So you can see a lot of depth calls. Next, we have a big jump in weight to 290 for Travis.
Here comes Travis Cohen, 639 pounds. He is Masters clean lifter. He's in his 50s.
We have a few 800-pound plus openers at the end of the flight.
Blackburn 2, 160 kilos in.
Let's see here, Travis having a little trouble finding his feet. It's a squat command. Let's see if that was good. Another call for depth. To be fair, that looked a little borderline.
650 pounds.
Now we have Drake. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. With the Pit Vipers. That's definitely a Drake. Opening with 295. It's a squat command. Depth looks better on this one. Pretty smooth opener. See the whites, 3 white lights. Convincing depth from Drake with the Pit Vipers. Maybe not. Next we have Jordan opening with 310. We're about to break in the 700s after this attempt. Let's see how this 310 moves for Jordan. Depth looks good. Bit of a fight. You can see him shake his head. Maybe a bit of a misgroove. He gets 3 white lights. Next we have Marcos.
All this caffeine. All this caffeine. How about
Is that a Japanese headband? Let's see that 320. It's a squat command. Cuts it a little high. Let's see what the judges say. Yes. 2 red lights. See the spotters and loaders, the TSS team. Have Matthew with a strong mustache. Tony with a 245 kilo squat max. Not sure how he's going to break into the 700s with a 245 kilo squat.
407 pounds.
We have Braden opening with 350, 771 pounds. The clock is going. Here he comes. Plenty of time on the clock.
772 pounds.
He has 10 seconds left on the clock. Let's see if he gets that squat command. He gets that squat command with 7 seconds. Depth looks good. It's a rack command. Bit of a fight. That was a good lift. Now for our last 2 lifters of the flight.
804 pounds. 804 pounds. 1.3.
We have Vincent opening with 800 pounds, 365 kilos. I believe that's 805. 805 opener. Him and Jared. Actually, Jared has a big deadlift, but we'll see how the attempts play out. Goes Vincent. Depth looks good. Fast opener with 800 pounds. 3 white lights. He's in the meet. Putting pressure on Jared to make his attempt.
We just ran out of red plates. We just ran out of red plates. On clap, that's right, sir. You know it's something to clap for. We got no more red plates left on platform 3. We got 837 pounds on the bar. We're gonna have to buy
380 kilo opener for Jared Bourne.
837 pounds. Give him a round of applause.
With the neon green knee sleeves, sorry, knee wraps.
This is a Jeremy Hartman right there. That dog's standing on his back.
It's a squat command. Depth looks good. Bit of a fight. Let's see what the judges say. 3 white lights. He's in the meet. Jared has a squat national record with 388 kilos. And he opened with 380. So I'm assuming he's going to take a record attempt on his second attempt. And he puts 400 kilos for his second attempt, while Vincent puts 380 kilos for his second. We'll see how he handles that 20 kilo jump after that 380. Next we have Ted going for 175, 385 pounds. Squat command. Depth looks convincing. Ted has multiple state records, raw and equipped. And that was a good lift. Actually, he has multiple state records in Alaska, Nevada. And his best equipped squat is 235. Next is Robert going for 195 after missing 190, I believe, on depth.
Molly, 300 kilos, 661 pounds.
2-step walkout, 3-step. Depth looks better. See what the judges say. 1 red light. And he gets it. Next we have Travis. After missing 290, he decides to go up to 302.5.
Ladies and gentlemen, on platform 2,
and
record attempt,
302.5 for Travis. Gets that squat command. Depth looks borderline. We'll see what the judges say. And 2 white lights.
She wants to be the best in the world! The best in the world! 600 pounds! 600 pounds!
Not sure if you can hear Gino in the background. Next we have Drake with the Pit Vipers. 305 kilo squat, 672.
She's the best in the world! McKenna Anderson!
Depth looks good. Smooth. Let's see. 3 white lights. 2 for 2. That matches his best squatting competition. Now he has a chance to break his meet PR on his 3rd attempt. I would say 7.5 kilos or so will be a safe attempt, 5 to 7, maybe more. Next we have Marcos. He missed 320 on his opener, I believe on depth. He decided to retake it. And he gets it. 3 white lights. No, that wasn't me. See Jordan, 327.5 and 3 white lights. We have 3 lifters left in the flight.
Here comes Rocky on 2. Rocky.
Yeah, Braden.
Isaiah on 1. The lifter's good.
Pretty sure he's gonna let the clock run out.
Nick on 1. Come on, Rocky, let's go. Come on, go for it, Rock. Go for it, Rock. Glory to the end. He did it. The lifter's good 2-1.
So Braden decides to skip his second attempt to give himself some more time to rest, and he jumps to 375 for his third attempt.
Here goes William Kahapia out of Hawaii. William Kahapia.
We have 380 for Vincent.
18 pounds of William.
If he gets this, he will put the pressure on Jared to get his second attempt of 400 kilos. Gets a squat command. Fast.
All right, William, you got it. You got it, William.
It looks good to me. We'll see what the judges say. 3 white lights.
Good for William.
So now the pressure is on Jared to make his 400 kilo second attempt.
562 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, platform 3, 400 kilos. 400 kilos, or 881.
Here we go, Jared with a 400 kilo squat, second attempt,
Squat.
which is already over his meet best.
881 pounds.
So he has never done this in a meet before. Trying to extend his record by 12 kilos. I would have used a chip, maybe 400.5. And it moves. Let's see what the judges say. 3 white lights and new American record.
881 pounds.
Jared is having a good day so far.
Here comes Stewart. Fastest three, Stewart, 402 pounds.
He competed at the Arnold Pro Series finals
Come on, Tyron.
where he squatted 388, and he came in today 4 months later, actually 3 months later, squatting 12 kilos more on his second attempt. So he has made a lot of progress in only 3 months, and he decides to go for 415 for his third attempt. We had Ted go, and he goes 3 for 3 on squats, ending the day with 182.5.
300 kilos for Leonard, 661 pounds for Lucas. Here comes the state champ, USA Powerlifting, out of Massachusetts, Eric Cornell. He's in charge of the Men Hall of Fame Masters. Eric Cornell, opening up the
Next we have Robert taking a 10 kilo jump from his second. 205 on the bar.
452. Eric Cornell's opener is good.
Hard to see depth, not really sure. It was good. That 205 squat was $30 under his best. He's been competing since 2012. That's when he hit his best. Up next we have Drake taking a 5 kilo jump.
Come on, Jaden. 744 pounds. Platform 1.
There you go. Taking off the pit vipers.
Good.
The judge tells them to put them on or take them completely off. Let's go, Drake. That looks good, and he fights through it. And that was a good lift for 5 kilo meet best. 3 for 3 for Drake. Next we have Travis going for 312.5. Travis has a lot of records, state records, and it was a little bit too heavy. That was for a 2.5 kilo me best, but it wasn't there for the day. Next we have Marcos taking a 20 kilo jump to 340, 750 pounds. His best is 310. This is 30 kilos above his best from last year, July of last year. And he fights through it. Let's see what they say about depth. And it was good. 3 white lights. Massive PR for Marcos.
766.
He took a year off from competing and came back for a 30 kilo PR. Next we have Jordan jumping 50 pounds to 350, 771. Here he comes.
Here comes Tim. He's the #1 recent performance training workers. It's coached by Leah.
Very controlled walkout.
He just close
A little too heavy. Good job, spotters. Catching 771 pounds, just like that. You can see Tony. I think Tony lifted about 100 pounds. Matthew lifted the rest.
Joshua Dickley, 821 pounds. Joshua, walk right through.
Next we have Braden skipping his second attempt and jumping 25 kilos from his 350 opener. Trying to save some energy for this third attempt, putting it all on the line. See, depth looks good. It's close, and he fights through it. That was right on the money. I don't think he had anything left, and he gets it. 3 white lights. That pays off. You can see him hyped. Well deserved. You can see the excitement on his face. Crazy lift by Braden. Can't find his equipped numbers here on the database. Not sure what his best is. Now we have our last 2 lifters of the flight. We have Vincent with 390 kilos. 860 pounds. Apologies. Let's see if he's gonna come out, or looks like he's gonna let it time out. Saving it for his bench and deadlifts. Now we have Jared going for 415. Not really sure why Jared is not taking any chips. He could take 413, and that will count for, that chip will give you that 2.5 kilo advantage. Or going for 415 and a half, I would definitely utilize the chips. Here he comes out. 914 pounds. Third attempt. As a 125 kilo lifter. And this is way above the American record of 388. Now that's 27 kilos above the American record. Gets a squat command. You can see the massive quads working. And he gets it. Pretty smooth lift. Let's see what the judges say. 3 white lights for Jared. Apologies for Looks like Jared has built up a lead with squats. He is, let's see, 415, and in second place is Vincent with 380, and third place is Braden with 375. And that concludes squats. We will be back in 10 minutes for bench press flight C. We'll see you in 10 minutes.
I can't go anywhere. You gotta let it out. I gotta let it out. No. What? Tired? Yeah, we hauled ass. What's 125?
Lifters have 60 seconds once the bar is loaded to approach the bench, set up, unrack the bar, and wait for the start command. They can take a lift off from the spotting crew, or not, and they can also use bench blocks of various heights that raise their feet if their feet can't touch the ground. Each of 3 referees can give a white or a red light, and lifters need any 2 out of 3 white lights or better for a successful lift. Lifters have to keep their shoulders and butt in continuous contact with the bench pad, and their feet need to be flat on the floor. Once they unrack the bar and are motionless with locked elbows, they'll receive the start command to begin the bench press. They'll lower the bar down to their chest. As soon as the bar is motionless on their chest, they'll receive a press command, where they can fire the bar back up toward lockout. Once their elbows are locked and they're demonstrating control of the bar, they get one last command, a rack command, and the lift is done. The bench press is highly technical, and there are more reasons for a missed lift. A red card is given if the athlete never gets the bar down to their chest. A blue card is given if there is downward movement in the hole of the bar while they're trying to press the bar, or if they have bent elbows at the start or finish of the lift. The yellow card is given for heaving or sinking the bar after the press command, accidentally starting before the start command, pressing before the press command, or racking before the rack command. Yellow cards are also given if your butt comes off the bench, your feet come off the floor, or if you use your feet to anchor against the bench or bench supports. These are the rules of the bench press.
107.5.
Is he timing out? He's not even ready? He's a master.
Looks like he's going to time out.
He's in his 70s. He's been doing this for 50 years. What did he forget to wear?
And
All right, Jeff just timed out. He missed his own.
he timed out.
Here comes Carter Reed. Platform 1 is starting our third flight on platform 1. Here comes Carter Reed with 800. Carter Reed, 882 pounds.
Right. So we have Antonio opening with 117.5. That looked good. Up next we have Joshua with 315 pounds.
Here comes Michael Nichols. Michael Nichols, Masters 4 lifter. Platform 1. Here comes Logan Gaudreau. Holy crap. Logan Gaudreau stepping 424 pounds. When did this happen? Logan Gaudreau out of Rocky Mountain Lifting Club.
Here comes Joshua, 142.5, and it flies.
Here comes Longo, 474, platform 2.
We have Carson opening with the same weight.
27.5 kilos for Panther. Yeah.
It's a squat command. Fast opener. Let's see. 3 white lights.
Here comes David Ronin on 2.
Next we have Kobe opening with 155 kilos. That was a good lift. Up next we have Colton You better see this fly, Colton.
Joe Arpaia, please see Larry. Joe Arpaia, please.
There you go.
Come on, baby.
Very fast opener. Assuming he'll take a 10-kilo jump.
Let's go, William.
Hopefully when Devlin said I can see that.
God knows what this is. Marathon 2.
Next, we have Jared opening with 207.5. Quite a big jump from the last attempt. Not sure if he got that press command. And that was a good lift. I have two more lifters. Yeah, Michael opening with the same weight, followed by Connor opening with 210. Having a hard time reaching the chest. He presses it, he hits the rack on the way up. Well, I think it should be good. Let's see what the judges say. And he gets 2 white lights. 1 red light, yellow card. I believe that's for missing a command, possibly? Actually not sure what that red light was for.
270 kilos, almost 600 pounds.
We have Connor, our heaviest opener of the group, with 210. Oh, he misgrooves it. So he was having a hard time touching his chest. Couldn't find a good groove. Whoops. Tony misses the bar. Come on, Tony. Here, Bob taking 62.5, 132 pounds. Actually, 137 pounds for his second attempt. Very smooth attempt.
Mike Nichols, last is still, block 4-1. Here comes Tyler Yeck. He's blocked on 639 pounds. Here comes Jeff Hughes. Hey, he's ready this time. Come on, Tyler.
We have Jeff retaking his opener of 107.5 kilos.
Get this straight for Tyler.
See if he can get it this time.
Mike Nichols, no lift.
A little bounce on the chest. Let's see. And he gets it. Back in the meat. Next we have Antonio taking 122.5 kilos, second attempt. Moved well, the judges say 3 white lights. Next we have Joshua, 152.5 kilos. That moved well. The judges say good lift. Let's look at some of the stats for Carson. Carson going for 155 kilos.
Hernandez! Come on, Everett! Double pistol! 2-1!
His best bench in a meet is 147.5. So he jumped 12.5 kilos from 142. And that was a pretty solid second attempt. So now he's already 7.5 kilos above his meet best. Next we have Kobe going for 160 kilos. Jenkins. Bit of a fight. Not sure if his butt stays on the bench. We'll see what the judges say. And they give him 3 white lights. And that matches his best bench press in a meet. I'd say he has a little bit left in him. Maybe 2.5 to 5 kilos. We have Colton taking the 10-kilo jump as expected. He's done way more than this in the gym. Very good attempt by Cole. You can see that belt flick, the most aggressive belt flick I've seen in a while.
no lift on 2. All right, here comes Herod on 1.
Colton going for 175 on his third. He trains with us. He trains at Pod. Now we have our big boys benching 450 pounds plus. Connor going for 210, retaking it. And that moves way better. See, he had the misgroove in his opener. He corrected it. And that moved way better.
827 pounds for 10 out of Gleason for Connor's training. And his lift is good all on.
We have our last two lifters of the flight. We have Michael and Jared. Michael going for 215, 474 pounds.
474.
Low descent, try to find that touch point, and a little sticky at the top. That right elbow is not fully locked out, and he locks it. Let's see what their call is. Oh, 3 white lights. Yeah, I don't think the bar dipped at all. You can see him look at that elbow, asking it to lock. And our last lifter of the flight is Jared, going for 225.
898 pounds. Here goes Carter.
Fast descent at the beginning, try to find that touch point, and he gets it. That was a 17.5 kilo jump from his opener, and it paid off. Not sure how much he has left. Now going into third attempts. Yeah. What is them? Starting with Bob, going for 65 kilos, self liftoff. And that was no lift.
Here comes Andrew Lynn. We're into our next flight on platform 2. Our next flight. Gary Pamplin. 272.5 kilos. Pamplin is 600 pounds.
We have Jeff taking 115 kilos.
Gary is a master screen lifter. He's in his
253 pounds for his third attempt. And a bit too heavy. Nice catch by the spotters. Now the advice for those safeties to be set a little bit higher. You can see that they're set at 3 rack height, which wouldn't save his face.
Antonio Lopez on 3.
Next we have Antonio going for 130. Can he fight through it? Gets stuck, and a little bit too heavy. He went 2 for 3 on squats, 2 for 3 on bench. Now we have Joshua, 5 kilo jump.
Nathaniel on 2. Lucas Guerrero. Here comes Preston Samoy Jr. On 1, Joshua Ramsey. On 3 with 327 pounds. Very close to twice his body weight for Joshua. On platform 3.
Let's see, Josh. A little drop at the bottom, but he tries to fight through it, and he's still going, and misses it right at the top. Now we have Kobe going for a 2.5 kilo increase.
300 kilos.
We saw his second attempt was a bit difficult. See if he can add 2.5 kilos on his bench.
Let's go, Kobe! That's right, man. I see you. I got that photo, man. Alex rushing, and the road goes good.
And finds that touch point. He's fighting through it, and it looks a little too heavy on the day. Still walks away with 160, which matches his best in a meet. And he already got a 275 squat, which also matches his best. Next we have Carson taking 165. He's already way ahead of his meet best of 147.5. If he gets this, that will be 17.5 above his best. Gets a start command, try to find that touch point, and very smooth third attempt for Carson. Solid bench day. He only got 1 squat, but he came back and got all his benches. We have 4 lifters left in the flight. We have Colton from Dallas, the 18-year-old. His nickname is The Future. Taking 175. And close, and he fights through it. There you go, Cole. And he gets, what do the judges say? 2 white lights. Right on the money. I'll take credit for that one. I told him to go up 5 kilos. That's all me. You're welcome, Cole. Cole is 5 for 6 so far. 290 squat, 175 bench. He's having himself a really good day so far.
821
We have our last 3 lifters of Flight C. We have Connor with 217.5.
over 3.5 times his body weight.
We'll see if he can execute on this.
3.5 times his body weight. Let's go.
Trying to find that touch. And he finds it and he pushes through. Looked good to me. And the judges agree. Our last 2 lifters, Michael and Jared. Michael going for 225 kilos. He went up 7.5 kilos from his opener to second and 10 kilos from his second to third. Usually not a big fan of the uneven jumps. I'd rather you take the bigger jumps at the beginning. But maybe he's trying to catch up to Jared.
782 pounds of weight.
So this attempt will mean a lot for him. I don't know if he's going to go out for it. He'll only have 18 seconds. Seems like he's going to let the clock run out. Forgot how his second moved.
All right, let's go to our next clock. We're done.
His best bench press is actually 210. So that 215 was already a win. We have our last bencher of the flight, Jared, going for 232.5. Our strongest 82.5 bencher of the day. He is 5 for 5 so far. Trying to make it 6 for 6. Let's see it. And come on. I think the bar dipped on that left side. Unfortunately, just a little bit too much. Maybe like 2.5 kilos too heavy. Still not a bad day. 5 for 6 so far. And now we're jumping into Flight D.
Oh yeah, here comes Mr. Stewart. He's wearing the blue Kia.net, the Japanese singlet, and the Inter bench shirt. Here comes Teddy Stewart. He's a Masters 3 lifter with almost 260 pounds on the bar, and he's in his 60s. Come on, Teddy.
We'll do a quick recap of Flight C after Ted goes. Opening with 117. Keeps sinking. He gets it. It's interesting that he can sink the bar that far with a bench shirt. So after bench press and Flight C, we have Jared in the lead with 530 subtotal, followed by Michael with 522.5 kilo subtotal. And in third is Connor with 487.5 kilo subtotal. It's going to be close between Jared and Michael. Michael has the stronger deadlift, which is exactly 7.5 kilos more. So after openers, Jared and Michael are going to be tied. Going to have an interesting battle for the national title. Now we have Robert going 172.5. That was good for Robert.
Balls ready on 2 for Howard, 683 pounds.
Next we have Drake. His head is completely off the bench. Let's see what the judges say. 3 clean press and 3 white lights.
705 pounds on platform 3. Travis Colby up on platform 3. 205, 451 pounds.
We have Travis. All these guys are opening with 450 pounds and above. It looks like he had a little misgroove at the top. The bar got away from him. Same thing happened on the squat, but he went up and he got it. So we'll see if he does the same thing on his bench or if he decides to retake it. Next we have Jordan, 210, followed by Marcos with the same weight. That's what an opener should look like.
Marcos Garza is up on platform 3. Also with 462 pounds.
Jordan has been executing really well. Let's see how Marcos handles the same weight.
Grant pops it up, it's a good lift 2-1. Tony Mitchell, you're out now, 755 pounds on platform 2.
Pretty high arch. And he gets it a little bit tough for an opener.
Joe Martin is up on 3, 507 pounds opener.
Next we have Jared going for 230, our #1 contender, leading with 415 on squats, opening with 230.
Terry Mitchell, 755 on platform 2.
Yeah, there you go. Jared is a professional. You can see his execution has been flawless so far. He has a massive deadlift as well, opening with 350. So if he gets his opener deadlift I believe that will secure his win. So he has a massive lead with that squat, and he already secured a bench. Only thing that's left is that deadlift. He takes a 7.5 kilo jump, 237. Vincent opening with 235. See how 518 moves in Vincent's hands, and smooth opener. Next we have Braden, the heaviest opener of the flight with 255. See Braden if he can close the gap. And a bit of a sticky point at the top. Let's see. 2 red lights. A yellow card. So that could be for his butt coming off the bench. Now we're starting second attempts. Head. Going for 122.5.
270. Win, platform 2, 270 kilos.
Sinks it, and he presses it just like his opener.
Yeah, Andrew, the lift is...
That was a good lift.
Platform 1, Brianna. Broken 4 on 2. We're benching on 1, we're benching on 3. Bars ready from Nathaniel on 2. 606 pounds. After that comes Alex.
Now we have Robert with 400 pounds. And finishes it. Let's see what the judges say. And Robert gets that 402 bench. Now we have Drake. Let's see, Drake with the head lift. It works for him pretty well. Drake is having a really good day so far. I'm not sure what happened with that 2.5 kilo jump. Possibly didn't give that attempt in time, because that 185 moved pretty fast. I can hear him saying 195 for a third. So seems like there was miscommunication as far as like the attempts go. They didn't give him the attempt on time. So that did cost him a few kilos, forcing him to retake 413. And Travis finishes that lift with 205. A little wobbly, but he gets it. And he's back in the game.
Joshua Taylor's coming up on
Now we have Marcos.
Joshua has 711 pounds.
Going for 220, 485.
711, he's open all night long. You get it, Pete? You get it? 711? Come on, show my best recruiter. Joshua Taylor, 711 on 2. Too short is benching on 1. Tish has got a 187-pound bench after Tish comes Cumberland.
Marcos is 3 out of 4 so far. We'll see how his 5th attempt goes with 220. Trying to find that touch. His opener was a little tough, and he jumped 10 kilos. So we'll see if he retakes it. Yes, that's Gino in the background. He's wearing his pirate outfit, red pirate outfit. Now we have Jordan, who is a pro.
That was a warm-up. What the hell's going on?
I believe he's the only pro in Flight D. And he executes with that 230. He's feeling pretty good in the warm-up room. We have 3 lifters left in the second attempts. Yeah, Gino's the best. We have Jared, which I'm surprised he's not a pro, because he has an American record. I don't know if he competed at Nationals last year. So let's check if he competed. So he did do Mega Nationals, and he placed second. pretty sure Jared is a pro as well. And he's 5 for 5 so far. I believe he's only one. Oh, we do have Drake and Ted, who are 5 for 5 so far. Yeah, Jared is really not letting anyone catch up, making attempts, and built that lead with that squat, so he's making it almost impossible for anyone to catch up with him, especially with that big deadlift that's coming up.
All right. His coach is...
Now we have Vincent taking 242.5. Trying to find that touch. And very solid second attempt. Beautiful execution. See, Vincent is the closest to Jared, but it seems like there's a big difference between their deadlifts. Vincent is opening with 295 and Jared is opening with 350. So that's a 55 kilo difference, and Jared is already ahead by 30 kilos. So unless something catastrophic happens, Jared should be your winner. We have Brandon taking 265, 584 pounds. A little bit of a fight. He finishes it. Not sure why he's not getting the rack command. It's been locked out for a second. That was no lift. Not sure what the call was. He had one yellow card, which could be his butt coming off the bench, and a blue card, which could be soft elbows or not fully locking out. I believe that's what it is. It seemed good from this angle, but we can't really tell. The judges have a better view. Seems like he's going to retake that 265. So he missed his opener with 255 and went up 10 kilos. And he missed it again on a technicality. So now the pressure is on. Let's see if Ted can get that 646, and that looked pretty good to me. Ted is having a really good day so far. 646, hasn't missed a lift. And I want to say yeah, Ted has been competing for over 10 years. His last competition was the Arnold Masters Pro, where he went 8 for 9. He benched 122.5 at that meet, and he just did 127.5. So seems like he's making progress. Okay. Now we have Robert going for 190, only missing his opener squat. Finds that touch. Can he fight it? Flare the elbows. Let's see. And no, so close. No lift, unfortunately, for Robert. See how close it was. Next we have Drake taking 195 after the 187 second. Drake is 5 for 5 so far. Let's go, Drake. Slow descent, try to find that touch. And he presses it straight up, a little bit of a fight, and he loses it, unfortunately. You can see he presses it straight up instead of pressing it up and backwards. You need to flare the elbows a little bit and catch it with the elbows under the bar, halfway up. We have Marcos retaking the 220.
Hey, yo, the transitions though.
Doing good, right?
Yeah.
As I said, his opener looked a little heavy. Maybe with some adjustments, he'll be able to get this. High arch, finds that touch, and he can't get his elbows under the bar. I believe that. Oh, yeah, never mind. The spotters and loaders are so fast. I thought that was 222 on the bar. They changed it within a second. So up next we have Travis. We have 5 lifters left in this flight. £490, finds that touch, and a powerful press. That looked like a good lift, and it was 3 white lights. And that was a 2.5 kilo over his best.
Here comes Murray. Opening up with a 364-pound bench.
Now we have Jared
Jared Martin is over on
trying to extend his lead by 5 kilos.
42.5 kilo bench for Martin.
What a beautiful lift.
Nothing to say about that.
Jared has been on point all day.
I missed it. I blinked and I missed that. Oh my God.
6 for 6. He made a lot of progress since his last meet at the Arnold. His squat went from 388 to 415, and his bench went from 210 to 242.5. And he's been competing since 2013. So that rate of progress is actually pretty nuts, considering how long he's been competing. We have Jordan, 245, and he finishes it. 15 kilo jump, and you can see how hype he is. Jordan is a pro.
No more changes.
Wonder.
Lifters on platform 2, first plank. No more changes, zero ropers.
I believe Jordan won his pro card back in 2021. He placed third in the 120 kilo class. Now we have our last two lifters. We have Vincent going for 252.5. Soft touch. And right on the money. Perfect execution by Vincent as well. Going back to Jordan, his best bench press is 222.5, and he just benched 245. So that's 22.5 kilos over his best, 50 pounds.
Referees report back to platform 2. Referees, spotters, runners report back to platform 2.
We have our last bench presser before our break. We have Braden, 270, 595 pounds.
Hey Jerry, are you ready, Jerry? Are you
That's
ready?
a touch.
Jerry, I'm going to be using
Beautiful press by Braden.
I'm going to be using
And that gets 3 white lights.
All right? We got about 4 seconds. We got about 4 seconds, Counselor. Where are the rest of the judges?
And that concludes our bench press. And we will take a 10-minute break before starting deadlifts. Looking at Martin, Jared. Actually, I cannot find his equipped record, unfortunately, as that bench press was impressive. But we will be back in 10 minutes for deadlifts.
All right, the first bencher on platform is Sarah Bowen. Sarah, start the new clock. Hold on. Sarah, the bar is loaded. You may approach the bench. You may approach the bench, Sarah. And you can then, after you approach the bench, you can take the bar. Did you get that, Jerry? Did you get that? Come on, Sarah. 99 pounds for Sarah. Sarah, if she makes this, she'll go back to the back room. She'll go to Chambers and discuss with her rep the next attempt. Here you go, Sarah, with 99 pounds. for Gonzalez. Load the bar for Bethany, 281. Andrea Page. And the bench is good.
The deadlift is a simple and pure feat of strength. Once the bar is loaded, lifters have 60 seconds to begin the lift. There are no start commands and you can begin whenever you like. The lifter has to stand up with the bar with their knees locked, hips at full extension, and their shoulders back. Once they do, they'll get a down command and can guide the bar back down to the floor. Easy peasy. There are two deadlift styles. In a conventional deadlift, lifters grip the bar outside of their legs, or they grip the bar in between their legs with a wider stance called a sumo deadlift. Each of 3 referees can give a red or a white light, and lifters need any 2 out of 3 white lights or better for a successful lift. There's a few reasons for a missed lift. It's a red card if they didn't stand all the way up with their shoulders back, or if they didn't lock their knees at the finish of the lift. It's a blue card if there is downward movement in the hold of the bar on their way up, or if they support the bar on their thighs to lever the bar up to lockout, sometimes called hitching or ramping. And it's a yellow card if they lower the bar before receiving the down command, or if they release or slam the bar to the floor, or if they lose balance and take a step by accident. Those are the rules of the deadlift.
Emily's got 286 on the bar. Brianna's got 176 on the bar. No more changes. Lifters in the first flight. Platform 3, no more changes to your openers. Spotters, return to platform 3. Referees, return to 3.
I sat down for like 5 seconds. That's all I can see was that.
This is good, man. Go the bar for Katie on platform 4. No lift for Rihanna on the 1. Here goes Simpkins on 3.
All right, and we are about to start deadlifts for flight C, 82.5s. This will determine who your equipped national champion is.
Katie Dodge, 298 pounds. The lift is good.
So currently we have, based off subtotals, let's see, we have Jared in the lead. Actually, apologies, let me see. We have, yeah, I believe Jared in the lead with 530 subtotal. Michael with 522.5 kilo subtotal. And after openers, I believe they will be tied. We had Bob go 90 kilos, successful attempt. Now we have Jeff opening with 192.5. And that was good.
Jeff Hughes, the lift is good.
We have Carson coming up next, 207.5.
157.
See how that moves. 207. Pretty smooth opener.
McKenna Henderson, 160 kilos, the Lakers. Good.
Next we have Antonio opening with 210. Likes to roll the bar. Pretty smooth attempt.
Here comes
Plenty of room left.
Sarah Bowling on 2. Joshua on 3. Here comes Ashley Hannah on 1.
Now we have Joshua,
Hannah
followed by Colton.
out of Atlanta, Georgia. She's part of Team War. Here comes Sarah Bowling up to 110 pounds.
Joshua opening with 232.5 kilos.
And the Lakers go for Sarah Bowling. Ashley Hannah. The Lakers go for Ashley Hannah. She had a hat, not anymore.
Sumo hook rip. Pretty smooth attempt. A little bit of a wobble at the top, but not enough for him to lose balance. 3 white lights.
Susan Paxton. Susan Paxton, another American record attempt for Susan Paxton. Yet another American record attempt for Susan. Yet another one.
Next we have Colton.
126 pounds for Paxton.
His biggest goal of this meet is deadlifting 600 pounds. We'll see how this one moves. Fits in the cards.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's
Pretty good opener.
American record. Come over here. Come here. Another American
I would estimate he's good for 262.5 on the day. So maybe 252 for his second.
Taylor Dietrich, 209. Caitlin.
Really fine.
Caitlin from Gleason Performance Training.
Next we have Jared,
Out of Florida.
255. This will tell us more about his, how much he has left. That moved pretty well. So now he's putting some pressure on Michael to execute.
Lead it, man.
So Jared squatted 305, bench 225,
Taylor gets
and open with 255 deadlift. Here we have Connor, 260 opener. A little difficult for an opener, but still plenty of room left.
Kobe, the Olympics good.
That puts his total at 747. Jared is at 785. So Jared is in the lead for now. So Jared is lighter than Michael. He has a bodyweight advantage. They are both pros, Michael and Jared. Very clean attempt by Kobe. 260 kilos. Now we have Michael. This will be crucial. And it moved very well. It looked a little bit faster than Jared's attempt, but you never know. He also has the deadlift advantage.
Here comes Elizabeth Tack with 242-pound bench. Way to go, Elizabeth.
So after openers, actually, yeah, so Jared got his pro card, sorry, Michael got his pro card back in 2021 Equip Nationals. We had Bob just go hit 95 kilos, pretty smooth attempt. So now after openers we have Michael and Jared tied at 785 and Jared leading, winning on body weight. So for Michael to win, he has to total 2.5 kilos more than him, or if he breaks a record, he only has to beat him by half a kilo. Not sure if a deadlift record is in the cards for Michael today, so he will have to beat him by 2.5 kilos. And looking at the attempts, Jared took a big jump to 275. Let's watch Jeff here take his second attempt. Steady, but he gets it. And that was...
This guy is 71.
a good lift. Jeff, as you can hear Gino in the background. Talking about Jeff, he is 77 years old, deadlifting over 450 pounds. Now we have Antonio going for 217.5. Ball rolls away from him a tiny bit at the start, but he's still able to finish it. Obviously, the winner of this flight will earn himself a pro card. We have Carson attempting 220 kilos, 485 pounds.
All right. There was a little up and down the wall, but she locked it out. I got a round of applause for locking it out 402 pounds.
That was a good lift for Carson. Now we have Joshua taking 247.5 kilos. That was a good lift for Joshua, 247.5. Next we have Colton taking 255. Asking to brush the bar. Let's see, Colton.
This is Katie out of Nebraska.
If he doesn't get this, I believe his dad said he would not let him back in the house.
You're a coward. You're 20,000.
Oh, misses it on grip. Off the floor.
Come on, Katie.
You can see that actually underhand opening up, slipping right away.
And Katie's work is good.
Hands. Next we have Connor taking a 10 kilo jump, pushing his total to 457.5. Connor is sitting comfortably in third place. And a bit of a balance issue there. You can see that right side opening up, twisting the right a little bit. Now we have our last three lifters on the flight. We have Kobe taking 270, same weight on the bar.
347 pounds for the Masters one worker by the name of Jade Dickens. She benched the Dickens out of that one.
This will match Colton's total if he gets it, and he does. So now Kobe is in 5th, Colton is in 4th in the open class, and Colton is comfortably in first place in the teen division, teen 2. Now this is very interesting. Jared took a 20 kilo jump to 275. His opener moved well. I'm not sure how this will move. A 20 kilo jump is pretty aggressive. This will put the pressure on Michael, and he gets it. Now the pressure is on Michael. Michael is a bigger deadlifter, but after this deadlift, Michael is 5 kilos behind on the projected totals. So if he gets his 277.5, that will put him at 800 kilos, and Jared already secured an 805 total. That was smooth. We have a close battle between Jared and Michael for first place. After second attempts, Michael is in second with 800 kilo total, and Jared is in first with an 805 total. Now, Michael is a bigger deadlifter, or at least like his opener was the heavier opener, and his second as well. So he might have that advantage, but Jared has that bodyweight advantage. So Michael will have to deadlift 10 kilos more than whatever Jared ends up with. So if Jared does not get his third attempt, he will need 285. That was Bob going for 105. Pretty comfortable lift. Bob ended the day with an 8 for 9 performance. And he placed second in the Masters 4, I believe. Now we have Jeff attempting 212.5. Jeff is 77 years old, deadlifting 480 pounds. Unfortunately, a little bit too heavy on the day. He still walks away with 207.5, 457 pound deadlift. He ends up with 142.5 squat, 107.5 kilo bench, and a 207.5 kilo deadlift, winning his division. Now we have Antonio. We'll see if that bar can stay close to him. Now he rolls it a little bit too heavy.
What did I tell you? It's the belt. It's the belt. It is good. What did I have to tell you?
Now we have Carson taking 500 pounds, followed by Colton retaking his 255 kilo attempt.
Here comes Taylor Hughley. This is Taylor Hughley. You get this now? Oh yeah, Taylor Hughley. And the left is Michael Taylor.
And Carson finishes that lift, and he gets waiting on the judges. Three white lights. He went 3 for 3 on deadlifts, 3 for 3 on bench. Had a bit of a rough start on squats. Still walking away with 642.5 kilo total. Now we have Colton retaking 255. Let's see if he's gonna sleep at home today or if he'll have to find a friend's house to stay at. And holds on to it. That overhand was slipping a little bit, but he comes back and gets it. He will be sleeping at home. He walks away with 720 kilo total, putting him in 4th position in the open and in 1st place as a Teen 2. Now we have Joshua going for 260. Hook grip, gets into a really good position. Grip again. Now now we have 3 lifters left. I believe Michael made a mistake because he deadlifted after Jared. So the move is to put a bluff attempt above what Jared has put on to give you the lead and let you pull last. But now that he put an attempt lower than what Jared has put on, Jared has the advantage here. Let's see how Connor executes on his 3rd attempt. He missed it on his 2nd. Had a little bit of twisting to his right side. And way better execution here. And he gets 3 white lights. Fantastic attempt. Now it's coming down to it. After Kobe, we're going to have a few attempt changes. I highly doubt Jared will stick with 295. Jared needs 7.5 kilos less than what Michael is going to pull. So if Michael does pull 290, Jared will only need 282.5. Let's see how Kobe executes this 272.5, only a 2.5 kilo jump. Curious why he took such a small jump. Yeah, pretty easy attempt. Oh, I don't know if he let go of it a little bit too early, and he gets 3 red lights. Now we have Michael. Not sure if the attempts are going to change. Now, if Michael gets this, it will put him at 812 kilo total, so 7.5 kilos above Jared's total. But Jared has 295 on the board, where he only needs to pull 282.5 if Michael ends up pulling this. So he will be stuck with 290. So that's the lowest he can go after Michael goes. I believe the best move was for Jared to go out and pull his attempt and push Michael to pull something that he cannot. See, we have a few attempt changes, I'm assuming. Seems like there is some technical difficulties on the platform. One of the collars is broken. They need a new one. That will take a second. So Michael went 1 for 3 on squats, 2 for 3 on bench, and so far he is 2 for 3 on deadlifts, where Jared managed to close that gap by going 3 for 3 on squats, 2 for 3 on bench, and so far he's 2 for 3 on deadlifts. Let's see, and he gets it. Now Jared has to pull 290. A 15 kilo jump. So now Michael is in the lead with 812.5 kilos. Now see, Jared is a lighter lifter. I'm not sure why he put 292.5. He can just put 290 on the bar. That 2.5 kilos is not needed, that extra 2.5. So not only is he the lighter lifter, but now he's forced to pull 10 kilos more than what he needs to, instead of going for something like 285 and pushing Michael to pull 295. So now this is more than what he needs to put on the bar. If he misses by 2.5 kilos, that will be unfortunate.
Here comes Jade.
See, this is for the win. And it's good. Jared is your winner. Your 82.5 kilo champion is Jared walks away with an 822.5 kilo total in first place, and Michael walks away with second place with an 812.5 kilo total. Even though that 2.5 kilos was not needed, he had so much room in the tank that it did not even matter. Phenomenal battle between Jared and Michael. Now Jared, I believe he's already a pro, but if he's not, he won his pro card, and it will extend his existing pro card until 2026, I believe. Now we have Flight D for the 125 and under. Ted opens up with 182.5.
There's a very, very slight up and down at the top, very slight. He obviously didn't have much problem with the weight, though.
Hopefully I don't make a mistake as far as Michael and Jared goes, because I believe you can drop the weight to match what's on the bar. No matter what, Jared walks away with a title. have Travis opening with 255, a little wobbly, maybe some downward motion. And that gets 2 highlights. Only got 1 red for downward motion. Marcos with 275, 606. Now we have Jordan opening with 285. That was good.
They're coming later.
Thanks. Harris, platform 1.
How much of a, are we going to get a break in the scene or no?
Yeah, you probably.
You have Vincent going for 295. Pretty smooth opener. Same opener for Brandon. 295. Vincent is sitting at 927.5 kilo total. Brandon hits 295, and now he's in the lead with 940 kilo total.
Jared Martin, platform 3.
Now we're taking a big jump to 350, adding a whole red plate on each side. Jared is a massive squatter and deadlifter. Opening with 771. Extending his grip. Pretty smooth opener. And with this, he is sitting at 1,007.5 kilos. So he's comfortably in the lead. 67.5 kilos ahead of Brandon. So at this point, it's safe to say that Jared has secured the win. So the battle for second between Brandon and Vincent, they are 12.5 kilos apart. And Robert gets his 200 kilo deadlift. Jared jumped to 373.5 kilos for an American record. Let's see Ted go for 205. A little slow halfway up, but he finishes it. See what the judges say. And that was still waiting on the judges. There we go. Good lift. Oh, he misses it. Oh, and grip at the top. Drake is 6 out of 8 so far, while Ted is 7 out of 7. Sorry, he's 8 out of 8. And we have Travis going for 270, 595 pounds. That was good. I would say 5 to 7.5 kilos left in the tank. Travis's best deadlift is 280. So we'll see what he puts in for his third attempt. Maybe he'll try to match it or beat it. Next we have Marcos going for 290. Keeps the bar close. He finishes it. You can see him excited about that second attempt. Wonder if that was a personal best. We'll find out in a second. So Travis actually puts in 282.5, going for that PR. 12.5 kilo jump. Next is Vincent. Vincent is sitting at 927.5 kilo total. This will bump up his total to 940. And he's successful. So Marcos, that 290 was actually a 5 kilo meet best. So I understand why he was excited. And he's adding 7.5 kilos to it. Marcos is having a pretty good day so far, I would say. Beating his squat best by 30 kilos and had a little hiccup on that bench press, missing, only getting 210, which is 5 kilos under his best. And now he's already above his meet best on deadlifts. Now we have Jordan, very clean second attempt here with 307 after a 22.5 kilo jump. 50-pound jump puts his total at 880 kilos, and he is in 4th place. Vincent is actually a junior. He's in 2nd place as an open lifter and 1st place as a junior. Let's see Braden go for 310. This will put his total at 955.
600 pounds. Come on, it's 600-pound opening bench. Let's hit him.
Very solid attempt. See, his arms are fairly short, but he's still able to get into a pretty good position on deadlifts. Now this is huge. Jared is taking 373.5 kilos.
Jared's what? 824 pounds. 824
That is 824 pounds.
Coaching by Jeremy Hardman Performance Training.
This will extend his total to 1,031. Let's go, Jared. And he gets it. You can see that strong lockout. Jared hasn't blinked the whole day. He is 8 for 8, not giving anyone a chance to catch up, putting on a clinic. His progress has been insane since his last meet. His last meet, he totaled 963 kilos, and he is at 1,031. With room to go. This is already a 68 kilo increase from March. Absolutely, it's ridiculous. Now going into 3rd attempts, we have Robert going for 205 and a little too heavy. We have Drake retaking 262.5. I believe he missed it on grip. He is in 6th place. This will match his best deadlift.
there's a fight over here, right? There's a fight over here, right? There's going to be a gap. They're still going to start at the same time they're going to start. Anyways, during the break, I told the guys who were with them, go upstairs to the room where Tekken's are at. We're going to bring everything back down here. I already looked at the racks with the parts and shit.
And he holds on to it. I don't know if he got that down command. Let's see. He can contest it. It was pretty close. You see that underhand opening up, unfortunately. He still walks away with a 7.5 kilo PR. That would have extended his total to 760, which would have been 20 kilos over his best. Now we have Travis going for 282.5. 622 pounds. And he holds on to it. Say 3 white lights. Yes, sir. That was a 2.5 kilo PR, so I was completely wrong. He had way more than 5 kilos left in the tank.
After they're done, the fight that's moving, there's 3 fights there, right? They're still bitching. But that second fight starts together, when the third fight starts,
Now we have Marcos. Marcos is sitting at 840 kilo total. In 3rd place as a junior and 5th place as an open. And can he get through it? No, it's a little too much. He still walks away with a 30 kilo knee PR. Not too bad. And 5th place in open. Bronze medal as a junior. Now we have Braden going for 320. $705, I believe.
706 pounds.
And one of the most technical deadlifters, even with his leverages, which I would say they're not the best deadlift leverages, very impressive. He goes 7 for 9, ending the day with 965 kilo total. And he is in 2nd place behind Jared. He's a junior as well, just keep in mind. Now we have Vincent. Vincent is 25 kilos behind, so I don't think he has room to catch up. So this will keep him in 3rd. Seems a little bit too much for today. So we have our placings. Jared wins with a huge total, 1,031 kilos, which I honestly did not see that coming. considering he competed not too long ago, and he's able to add close to 70 kilos to his total. Absolutely insane. Now we have Jordan, who is a pro. Going for 325, 716. And he gets it. That was for an 897.5 kilo total. Just 2.5 kilos shy of 900 kilo total. And he is in 4th place. He went 8 for 9. Very solid performance. Adding 15 kilos to his meet best. Now we have our final lifter, Jared. 8 for 8 so far. Winning the meet and securing massive improvement from his last meet. Not sure what Jared has been eating, but I want some of that too. If you look at Jared's database, you can see how he does not really miss. He goes 9 for 9, or 8 for 9, and he's always adding to his total, chipping away. But this time around, he didn't really chip. He just destroyed his last total. And it seems like he's not going for that 3rd attempt. Same thing that he did at the Arnold. He passed on his 383 pull at the Arnold, which I don't think he needed it, and he passed. It's extending your lead. You already won by a huge margin. Honestly, one of the most impressive performances today was Jared, walking away with an technically an 8 out of 8 day, passing on his 3rd attempt deadlift, and ending the day with 1031 kilo total, 1st place. 2nd place comes in Braden with 965 kilos, and he's already a junior. He obviously won juniors. And in 3rd place we have Marcos with actually, apologies. We have, here he is, Vincent. Vincent in 3rd place, 940 kilo total, who's also a junior. It's pretty insane how strong those juniors are. And in 4th place we have Jordan with 897.5 kilo total. And in the 82.5s, we had an interesting fight between, let's see here, let's pull up the names. Flight C. We had a fight between Michael and Jared. Another Jared. Jared walking away with the win, totaling 822.5 kilos. And in 2nd place comes in Michael with 812.5 kilo total. And in third place was Connor with 757.5 kilo total. And in fourth place, we had the teen Colton with 720 kilo total, and he wins the teen 2 division. And that closes the day. Pretty exciting lifts, and we will see you guys next time.